Hey guys, it's Primus here, and today I'm going to be talking about Mass Effect 3. And no, I'm not talking about the game, or the ending, or the extended cut DLC. I'm actually talking about a new DLC that's coming out, apparently, known as Rebellion. And this is a multiplayer expansion DLC, not a single player DLC. So you people out there complaining about, oh, I want a single player DLC. You gotta have to wait a little bit longer, alright? And so basically, apparently, according to GameSpot, which I got this article from, they're saying that Sony's Hong Kong website posted a listing for Mass Effect 3 Rebellion. And then, you know, Sony quickly removed it and took it down and whatnot, right? And so GameSpot was kind of curious about this, so they asked Electronic Arts, and basically they said, or, you know, EA, they said, we have nothing to announce at this time, meaning, well, they are going to do it, but they just don't want to announce it yet because they're probably still working on it, or, you know, probably it's in the brainstorming area and whatnot, so they really haven't had anything done yet. So basically, it is true. It is most likely true that they're going to release a multiplayer DLC, and to be honest, I think they are, because really they can add a lot more content to the actual multiplayer itself, right? And, you know, this new DLC, Rebellion, is going to have 2 new maps, alright? One is called Firebase Jade. I don't remember what base this is in Mass Effect 3, the campaign. I don't remember what planet, what level, you know, who you fight. I don't really remember what, you know, map this is. If you guys know what it is, just leave a comment in the comment section below telling me what this map is, what, you know, level, what world, you know, who do you really meet in this place, who are the actual villains that you actually fight in this level, because I don't really remember. It rings a bell, but I just don't remember exactly where this is. All right, and finally, the second map is Firebase Goddess, and that alone is a dead giveaway. That most likely is going to be on Decia, because, well, you know, all the Asari always say goddess, 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 so most likely it's going to be on Decia or some other base or map that basically you know, has a lot of Asari in it or something like that, right? And the content is also going to have 3 new weapons. All right, you know, it doesn't say what 3 new weapons, it just says 3 new weapons, and that's it. GameSpot, I think they did this a typo. They said 6 more classes, which makes no sense, because classes are basically, you know, your infiltrator, your vanguard, your sentinel, and stuff like that. So how can you add more classes? What are you gonna have, right? You're gonna have recon or something, which would be basically the same thing as infiltrator. But really, you know, I think that's a typo. They probably meant 6 new species, or 6 new species / classes, meaning, you know, they might add a Quarian male engineer, they might add a Geth soldier, who knows. Some people say they're going to add Vorcha to it. Actually, the 2 rumors going around is that it's probably going to be Vorcha and Quarian males, because we obviously seen the Quarian females, and that's the only one you get to play in the actual multiplayer. They might have Quarian males. That would be pretty cool. And obviously the other one was the Vorcha, which would be fun too, you know, running around with those crazy ass, you know, bastards and whatnot. And other people say that it might be the Protheans, but I don't think it will be the Protheans, because, well, just for the fact that there was only one Prothean that exists in the entire Mass Effect universe, and that's Javik, or Tavik, or whatever his name is. I haven't played the DLC. I'm actually going to buy the DLC a little bit later on from the Ashes, so I don't really know his name, the Prothean, the name of the Prothean and whatnot. And my speculation is, I'm really hoping that this is one of the characters you get to play is Volus. That would be pretty cool, you know, running around like a 2-foot midget, you know, tripping on your feet and always hyperventilating every 5 steps and stuff, and basically having no weapon damage, no powers. You know, I think that would be a great character to have in this DLC. That's sarcasm, guys. And another one that might be pretty interesting, which I think, you know, be pretty awesome, would be the Elcor. Although they're a bit slow, it'd be pretty interesting, because, you know, in the game itself they say that they carry cannons on their backs like tanks, so that'd be pretty awesome. That might be a character you can use to go against, let's say, a Brute or a Banshee, and that'd be pretty cool. But, you know, you'll probably be killed really quickly and stuff like that, because you're really slow. But who knows what these new characters might be. You know, most likely it's the Quarian males and the Vorcha. But other than that, no one knows really much about it. And also, finally, the last thing in the DLC is new equipment and consumables. Basically, you know, there might be new meta gels, maybe like super med gel, or you know, extra weapon mods, or extra type of ammo. Maybe they might invent a new type of ammo, like, you know, I don't know, like the whatchamacallit, the polonium ammo and stuff like that. That was in Mass Effect 1, which was pretty cool in my opinion. But who knows? Nobody really knows what's gonna happen and stuff like that. We're just gonna have to wait. Also, they haven't really released any information if it was gonna be free or you're gonna have to pay for it. Most likely it's gonna be free because they made the last DLC for the multiplayer free. And the thing is, I think BioWare is going on this route of making all their multiplayer DLC free, because really you're really not adding much content, you're not really adding much to charge people for. Think about it, you're only getting 2 new maps, you know, 3 new weapons, some new equipment and stuff, and you know, a few characters more, right? And so I think BioWare realized that, you know, charging people for the multiplayer DLC, there's really no point, because really there's not much content to charge people for. And if you are going to charge people, you know, they're probably going to charge us like $1 or $2 for this DLC. And to be honest, I will spend $1 to $2 for this DLC. I wouldn't mind, right? But the thing is, a lot of people are complaining about this, and a lot of people are like, oh, if they're gonna charge me, I'm not getting this DLC. Alright, I guarantee you they're not gonna charge us for this DLC, and if they do, you know, there'll probably be a really low price for like $1, $2 tops maybe. And the thing is, like, I was reading this article, and right underneath the article, there's these comments. Obviously, you know, people comment on the article and stuff, and all these comments that I've been reading are like bad-mouthing BioWare and Mass Effect 3, saying, oh great, more multiplayer DLC, oh I'm not getting this DLC, blah blah blah. If the DLC is free, what the hell are you complaining about, right? You know, you don't bite the hand that feeds you, or in this case, you don't bite the hand that gives you free shit, right? It's like an example of basically somebody giving you $100 for free and complaining that you wanted $1,000 instead. Like, really, you can complain about somebody giving you $100 free and you wanting $1,000 instead of $100? Really, you know, people here are really greedy and really childish in the way they're thinking. Like, I've been reading all these comments. It's like, oh, DLC is a joke, blah blah blah. You know, who plays the multiplayer? Actually, a lot of people play the multiplayer. I play the multiplayer, and there's always people playing it and whatnot. You know, I'm not paying money for this DLC. You know, and then they bring up the ending, because the thing is, this article is not talking about the ending. It's not talking about the extended cut DLC. It's talking about a multiplayer DLC, and people bring it up. Oh, Mass Effect 3 sucks because of the ending. Yes, I agree. The ending does suck, but let it go. BioWare's fixing this issue by doing what? Giving us an extended cut. And then this what also pisses me off. People are getting pissed because, oh no, they're giving us an extended cut and they're not changing the ending. They're not changing the ending because really the ending is good if they use the indoctrination theory. And most likely they are going to use the indoctrination theory because there's so many damn clues and so much evidence supporting the indoctrination theory. And on top of that, Hudson said himself that, you know, when somebody asked him, is the new DLC, the extended cut, going to have the indoctrination theory? Is it going to explain the indoctrination theory? And he goes, no comment. When a company says no comment, that means yes, we are going to have the indoctrination theory. The thing is, he didn't want to admit anything because obviously, you know, he doesn't want people to, you know, make up their own ideas and stuff like that, because there's a lot of people out there who, like, you know, when they find out, oh, it's true, and they start making up their own scenarios, and basically it spoils everybody's, you know, mindset and whatnot. So I think Hudson was trying to basically just trying to say that yes, there's an indoctrination theory, but we don't want to admit it because we don't want to spoil it for you guys, right? And most likely it's the best route they have to go, because really they can't really explain any other way that the ending, you know, that they gave us and whatnot, because the ending they gave us was pretty damn shitty, and there's no way you can explain that ending without using the indoctrination theory, alright? And if you guys don't believe me about the indoctrination theory, go watch a damn video called The Indoctrination Theory, Mass Effect 3. There's this guy who did like a 30-minute video explaining and basically having a lot of evidence to support it and whatnot. So go check it out. It's pretty damn interesting, actually. And so I'm actually just reading all these damn comments, and there's people say more multiplayer, no thanks, blah blah blah. The people who complain about the multiplayer are either A, they're antisocial and they don't like playing with other people, right? And they just like playing by themselves, basically the campaign. B, they're not good at video games, and they're basically just whining because they suck. They're like that damn World of Warcraft kid and that damn British Call of Duty kid complaining that they suck. Or C, they're just trolling everybody and they're being a bunch of assholes about it, which you really should stop doing, because basically, you know, you're making yourself look like an ass, not anybody else. And finally, D, you know, the main thing, I think the reason why people are bad-mouthing the multiplayer is because they played the multiplayer once, had a bad experience, said fuck the multiplayer, and then now they think the multiplayer is crap. Really, the multiplayer is really fun. It's really great. A lot of people probably agree with me out there that the multiplayer is fun and it is addicting. You know, I've played for 3 hours non-stop, not knowing the time, and I look at the clock, I was like, holy shit, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, I have to stop. So, you know, a lot of people should understand that the multiplayer is something that grows on you, and you have to play a little bit longer, obviously, to get the better equipment, the better weapons, the better, you know, powers, upgrade your character, and then obviously, you know, you get better customization with your character, so you feel like, yeah, this is my actual character, and not like, great, I'm using some guy who's all in black. Wonderful. And so, you know, a lot of people should stop bad-mouthing the multiplayer. The multiplayer is fun. And if this DLC is free, then stop complaining, because it's free. And that's pretty much what I have to say about it. And that's pretty much it for the DLC Rebellion. That's what it's going to contain: 2 free maps, 3 new weapons, 6 new classes / species, and additional consumable items, and a whole bunch of other, you know, crap that they have and stuff like that. And no one knows when it's gonna come out. It's already been, you know, it's already Thursday, May 17th. So I already checked the PSN. Nothing on the PSN. I didn't see anything on Mass Effect 3. It's the same thing from the Ashes and the Resurgence pack, and you know, nothing new, right? So they're probably gonna release this a little bit before the extended cut, probably, because, you know, usually making multiplayer DLCs takes a shorter time to do, because usually all you're doing is just taking a map from the single player campaign and basically putting it in the multiplayer, and really that doesn't take much time. And you're basically getting the same weapons from the campaign, you're getting the same character models from the game itself. So I don't think it's gonna be long until they release this Rebellion DLC and stuff. And for those people out there complaining about, oh, we want more single player DLC, alright, this is what you guys need to understand. The same people, the same team who are working on the extended cut DLC, which is basically the extended ending to Mass Effect 3 that you people complained about, that you people wanted, right? Do the same as a single player DLC, alright? Basically, you know, the team that's working on this extended cut can't work on another project until they finish the current one, which is what? The extended cut. So basically, you're shoving down BioWare's throat saying, we want more things, and you're not letting the team finish, do one DLC, and then move on to the next. You know, it takes time to do a DLC, especially the one they're doing, because it's a lot of cinematics, a lot of voice acting, a lot of voiceovers and stuff like that, a lot of dialogue. You know, obviously they have to, you know, basically, you know, take an account of all the decisions you made from the Mass Effect series to this final ending and whatnot, you know, your romances, because really there's a lot of romances in this game. You know, for female Shepard and male Shepard, there's different romances, so they have to probably add all those sequences. You know, all your, you know, your characters, all your allies and stuff, you have to add those who survived, those who died, those you had good relationships with, those who you were basically loyal with and stuff. You know, there's a lot of things they have to add to, and it's taking time. And the thing is, I think they even said in themselves, BioWare, that they're not going to do any more single player DLC until they finish this DLC, because, well, it makes no sense to release an ending, you know, until they release. Oh, I'm getting confused here. Sorry about that. It makes no sense to release single player DLC without basically giving you an actual ending to the game, because really DLCs are what? DLCs are just extra content that really doesn't mean anything, right? And you just pay for it just for shits and giggles, and it doesn't really affect the story of the game, right? So they really want to focus on something that really affects the game itself, which is what? The extended cut, because, you know, it's free, alright, everybody can get it, and basically it sums up everything in a nutshell, and it really doesn't, you know, doesn't get affected by the other DLCs and stuff, right? So I think that's what a lot of people should take into account. Let BioWare do their thing, let them take their time developing this ending, because to be honest, I would rather let them take 5 months to develop this ending, which is good, which is awesome, which basically sums up everything, rather than have a ending that they developed in 1 month that is half-assed, and that's basically be the same thing like the ending they gave us in the original, game itself, right? So people out there, stop complaining, let BioWare do their thing, right? And who cares if they give us multiplayer DLC in the meantime, because probably it's a different, teams working on this. Maybe there's one team working on multiplayer and there's one team working on single player. So you don't know. Stop fucking whining. And if you keep on whining, I'm gonna go over there and slap each one of you in the face and say, stop fucking PMSing, grow some balls, and stop being a whining little bitch. Alright? So basically that's it, guys. If you guys agree with me, leave a comment in the comment section below, and obviously a like to this video. And for you people out there who basically saying, oh, shut up, you're not a true Mass Effect fan, well, you can go fuck yourself, because I played all the Mass Effect games, I read all the comic books, and I'm even reading the books too. So basically, yeah, go F yourselves, alright? So that's basically it, guys. So don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, basically telling you or telling me what you think about this video. Also, what do you think about this new DLC, and also what do you think about Mass Effect 3. Also, don't forget to press the like button, because that helps me and also helps you, alright? And finally, don't forget to subscribe, because if you want more content like this, basically basic truth of the matter, subscribe and you'll get a lot more videos just like this one. And also visit my channel, because there's a lot of other videos out there you can watch. There's some Crisis 2 videos, some Call of Duty videos, and some even videos that you probably never heard of, like Mother 3 or Local Evolution. And so that's basically it, guys. So until next time, this is Primus, and keep it crunchy and peace out.